21 takes us to Abu Dhabi for the final race of what has been a fantastic season in the Tier 2 division of SLR. With the driver's title already wrapped up by the Williams driver Onion Barge, you'd be forgiven for thinking there wasn't much at stake. However, there's a constructor's title up for grabs, fiercely battled over by Williams and Racing Point, who have 446 points each. Too long DRS zones give the drivers ample opportunities to overtake. There are 21 turns on the track with several demanding braking zones. Yes, Marina has played host to some dramatic title deciders in the past, and today we are certain will be no different. Let's take a look back to some of the season's most dramatic and colourful moments. Round 21 takes us to Abu Dhabi for the final race of what has been a fantastic season in the Tier 2 division of SLR. With the driver's title already wrapped up by the Williams driver Onion Barge, you'd be forgiven for thinking there wasn't much at stake. However, there's a constructor's title up for grabs, fiercely battled over by Williams and Racing Point, who have 446 points each. Two long DRS zones give the drivers ample opportunities to overtake. There are 21 turns on the track with several demanding braking zones. Yas Marina has played host to some dramatic title deciders in the past, and today we are certain will be no different. Let's take a look back to some of the season's most dramatic and colourful moments.
And it's lights out and away we go!
Oh, big crash!
Oh,
big crash! Oh my goodness! Did you see that? Oh, and Adam is the one as well! Oh, and Desi puts it up the inside of Adam and he spins up.
Oh no, Thimo cracks under pressure in the traction zone, but...
Oh, Timo crosses it!
And he's off the track!
Ah! Thimo cracks under the pressure once again! Hello everyone.
I quite enjoyed that.
Did you enjoy that, Vance?
I did quite enjoy that.
Hopefully people watching enjoyed it. That was my first ever attempt at editing in a video. But yeah, so there you are.
No, that was a good job.
Thank you very much. Welcome everyone. As we've seen in that a fantastic intro, the final race of SLR Tier 2. The title has already been wrapped up, as I said.
Indeed.
And this yes, this constructor's title is going right down to the wire with Williams and Racing Point. But yes, before we continue on, I want to thank Chief and Icewind for filling in for myself and Bance last week. We were AFK doing God's work, but normality has been restored, and we are here to cover all the excitable moments in the race, Bance, and to give it that kid a bit of, what's that word, panache or whatever the word is. But
that's definitely not the word, I don't think, but I agree.
Panache.
Regardless.
What is it? Panache. They know. They know.
Finesse?
No. There's another word. I can't think. But anyway, we're here anyway. We're back. That's thank you, Kitty. Panache.
Is it? I don't know. I've never heard that word before.
Have you not?
No. Have you missed me last week?
Every day? No, not really.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I hear that a lot. Well, let's see if I disappear again after the end of the season. And then magically come back.
But Abu Dhabi's a track that, whenever you mention it kind of around the Formula 1 leagues, a lot of people kind of groan, oh, Abu Dhabi. But I don't know, I enjoy Abu Dhabi. I think it's a great track. It's a great racing track. There's always a lot of action. There's good overtaking zones. Yes, some people would say it's a bit of a bore fest. I think that can happen, yes, but I don't know. I just usually think it gives some good racing.
I appreciate your positivity, but it is trash. Regardless though, I'm sure the race today will be good anyways, because it's shown, in the past as well with some of the not so great tracks that there's still been a lot of fighting, regardless.
Yeah.
Even tracks like Suzuka, which obviously are great, but I mean like overtaking wise, which this track here should have good opportunities for, but it doesn't really, nothing really happens,
Yeah,
So,
it's I know what you mean. It's the two main DRS zones is where you'll see a potential pass, especially into the heavy brake zone. That's about it. There are a few places where people try to overtake you, which we wouldn't recommend. But that will not stop people trying anyway. So it's been a long season. A lot of these guys have been through the whole works of all 21 races, so they're well clued in and well versed in what's expected of them. And an interesting stat I could give you, Bance, is this was actually quite a well signed up for race. In the tier 2, full seats and even the vacant seats for reserves. There was a lot of reserves applied for it as well. And the boys, they couldn't really decide who they're going to pick to be the reserve driver, the final tier 2 reserve driver for this final race. So they actually had a kind of like a reserve race off. All the reserves who signed up for this race raced each other, and whoever came out on top got the final slot. And I believe it was Joel came P3, Max became P2, and the guy who gets the final the final reserve seat for today is this man who's just currently getting wheeled into the pits, Mr. Costa, whom has shown in many races he has pace. He has a lot of pace. Doesn't necessarily always show it in qualifying, but when the race comes, he's definitely, one to be a force to be reckoned with. One to definitely consider for the race win.
Another one who's also here for the race win today, I think, is Mr. Toursuril Thimo. He's told me before the race that he's hyped up and he thinks he's got the pace to take it to the front runners, namely Wimpy 3 trademark.
Oh yes.
And we'll see how that goes for him. He's driving the McLaren, of course, the best team in F1.
Oh, by my eyes. In the right hands, they could almost...
Science Chad, by the way. Science Chad.
Chad Science, yeah, Chad. Yeah.
It's not the same effect if you can't say it in caps lock, in voice.
Chad Science!
I guess I shouted, but I'll spare you for today.
No, you have to leave your shouting until the race starts.
Oh, yeah. When the lights go out, you mean?
Yeah, this is the bit where we have to try and focus on what the guys are doing in terms of their strategies here for qualifying. And I never
know what the strategies are.
No. I believe last season I think a 2-stop was very good, if I can remember correctly.
2-stop was actually a viable option as far as I know, a competitive one, but I don't think it is anymore.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I think it is a 1-stop is the way to go. I didn't ask anyone for a weather update because, it's Abu Dhabi, but we do know Codemasters does like it to rain sometimes in the desert.
Yep.
But without actually getting updated, I'm going to assume that it's going to be a dry race. All the better for us.
A rain race now actually would be better for us, I think. Because and I bet you not a single soul has practiced for wet Abu Dhabi.
Well, in saying that, I don't practice wet at all. Hang on, why is my live chat not working? Oh, there we go. It wasn't working for a moment. Couldn't talk to the public. What's this Hugo saying? Can we watch Beamer on the next lap? He does. We can, certainly. We can watch Timo battle it.
I need to advise Timo to please get off the chat and get in the cockpit. He's trying to be too much of a showman.
Yes.
It's better to just focus on the job at hand.
So he's on his out lap, of course, exploring.
Have a look at someone else, meanwhile, I think.
Okay.
Like Vinny, I think, is on the lap right now. Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. And he's up. He has improved his Sector 2 just under 1/10 of a second on the DRS zone. Now, is the guy in front of him? Who's that in front of him? I can't really see. Is he on a lap? Mercedes? So who's that? Costa or George?
George.
George is improving. He's another guy. If he's only a new face to the SLR division, a nice guy too. I've had quite a few chats with him. Got his head screwed on, and he's getting his racing head on, trying to get switched on to these tracks. And I think he is trying to work. Oh, we're not going to have another one of those chats, but I think he is trying to get rid of his assists. But we're not going to have one of those discussions because that.
Assists. Not good.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that. It's a taboo subject in the Formula One community.
Yep. Indeed.
As the Vin man coming around the final corner in the Yas Marina, And he sets. Does he improve? He does
And he
improve.
goes P6.
For just 2/10, just under 2.5 tenths of a second up on his time. So back with Thimo.
Timo Brown.
On with Thimo. And
So far, he seems to have a clean run going on here, but he's definitely not pushing to the max.
nope.
He's following the rules, I think.
Well, he's
Of
keeping
that.
it on track. That's the main thing, Bance.
Indeed.
Have we look up here to his delta to see how he gets on? If it's not a
He
minus.
broke too late on that one, I think.
Oh, Thimo.
Yeah, missed apex a little bit, but that's okay. He bounced over there. He might have invalidated the lap. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if it counts because you do lose a lot of time with the bounce you get over that curb.
Well, he's still pushing. So
Yeah, you break out around 100 here, if not a tiny bit earlier.
I
Get
think
an early turn in there.
I think he might have. Yeah.
As well.
No, I think he might have invalidated it, Bance, because it's not actually showing me whether he's improved or not. It's not showing me anything.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yep.
Well, he's still pushing, so he's in any case trying to maximize it just to practice.
Yes, that's one thing we'd say to people. If you are out on your qualifying lap and you invalidate it, you do see a lot of people just back off and give up. Fair enough.
No, he did not invalidate his lap. He's posting it.
Ooh.
And it's P11 36000.
I mean, you couldn't do that even if you tried.
Indeed. So,
Well done.
That's his lap for now.
Run on board with the Renault. The Renault is, of course, the seat I would have liked for Tier 1 next season, but it is not available, sadly.
What team are you in?
I believe. Well, I was going to be in the Williams team with who was it, with Popo, but big news for people if in case they don't know. Copy is back, the last season's Tier 1 champion. He has come back. He wanted the Williams, so I give him my Williams seat. So if I am racing in Tier 1, I think I'm going to be in the Haas.
In the Haas, okay.
Ooh. Yes, Satoshi is reading up and must be either listening to my intro or checking the stats. Racing Point, I have already covered it, but in case anyone is just new to the channel and missed the intro, the driver's title has already been wrapped up, as we said, by Onion Barge, with quite a healthy margin as well over Silver. But the constructor's title has not been decided yet. It's been between Williams and Racing Point, and they are both on 446 points each. So this may be indeed, as some may find, a boring track. I don't find it. But today we'll certainly throw up some interesting strategies, and there is something at stake here. There is this constructor's title. And
Yeah, they'll definitely be the ones to look at.
And yeah,
So,
as me and Bance knows, as previous constructors world champions,
Right.
we know
it's been multiple times, by the way.
it's really 4 times, but we got robbed 3 times by the game killing us. But
Yeah.
so we should literally be 4 times constructors world champions.
Yes.
Uh,
Anyway,
but
keep going.
but anyway, so as once or really 4 times constructors world champions, there is no one in the room right now who knows what it takes. What it takes, the blood and sweat and emotion and effort it takes to get a constructor's title as much as me and Bance. We have been working on it for 2 years, and we know what it takes to get there. So,
Has it been 2 years?
yeah, well, it hasn't been 2 years since we won it, because if we won it consecutively for 4 years, 4 seasons or whatever.
Well, obviously, yeah.
But it's been, 8 months since we won it last time, I think. This of course has not been McLaren's season. We just haven't had the fact that the parts have just not delivered.
The power unit hasn't been living up to the hype.
There's been a lot of failures in the factory.
That's why we're going to Mercedes as well in 2021.
What, sorry?
Mercedes engines in 2021.
Oh yes, that's right. We are switching. Yeah, we were heavily influenced in that decision, of course.
Anyways, let's get back to the qualifying, shall we?
Okay.
It's the closing stages. We should probably have a look at the drivers.
Yes. Well, 3 minutes to go. Usually it starts heating up around about 1.5 minutes to go. People will be heading out of the pits around 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe have a look at Mr. Vinny, because he's on his lap at this point in time. He's just gone out of Sector 1.
And he's not improved, Vance. He hasn't improved. Yeah, he hasn't improved.
He's on his lap right now.
Aye, but he hasn't improved in Sector 1. He's actually down by a 10th.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's fine. I think most of his time was lost over here, yeah, and he's already done that better. That exit there is a bit tricky.
Mm.
And this next complex is also quite tricky to nail down as well, because you want to get an early turn in, and you want to try and take as much of both of these curves as you possibly can. And an early turn in here as well. You have a little yellow-orange thing that pokes out there, and you want to put your tire on the left side of that so you don't bounce. It's the fastest way through. But it's tricky to hit because it can also very easily invalidate your lap with that.
These last two corners are like reasonably straightforward. Brake just around about the black box, drop her down to 4th, then down to 3rd. Well, he takes it in 4th. Yeah. And does not improve.
He improves by a 10th. He has an equal time to Costa now as well, but Costa's on mediums.
Well, as you said, Bance, things are now starting to heat up. We have Gary, who I have done a bit of practicing in Abu Dhabi with him, and he does have pace in Abu Dhabi. But of course, you can never write out or write off Onion or Luigi or Aaron or Silver.
And Costa, you cannot write
or
him
Costa.
As well.
Yeah, any of these guys.
Look at the lap times.
Yeah, these are. Look at that. Yeah, look at those lap times from P8 up to P1.
Yeah, he's done 2/10 better lap time on his mediums than I have in TT on the softs. So that feels great, man.
Who is going to finish the lap first? So Luigi is going to finish his lap first. He is just about a 10th up on his previous time. Not enough to take pole. Is he backing out? This is very slow. No, he's not on his lap then. Sorry, forgive me. He's warming up for this lap.
Yep, hopefully we don't have a Monza clog up.
Yeah.
Like in real life Monza.
One guy is on his lap is Onion Barge. Went to the end of Sector 2, the current Tier 2 World Champion.
Yep. Have you done any practice for this track?
Just a little, yeah. I've got a reasonably...
What's the time?
I don't know. It's
34.2, right?
Yeah, if I'm like Speedy or someone, yeah, maybe. Even at that, Speedy's probably into the 31s or 30s. I don't know. But yeah, I think I am in the 35s somewhere. But that's only done a wee bit of practice. But
Vinny finishes in P9 at the moment. But if he's lucky at all, he's going to be pushed back to P11 for his free tire choice.
Yeah, Onion ran a little bit deep there on that corner. I know you can get away with quite a bit of it, but he's still hanging it on here. He must feel that pole position is in sight as he crosses the line, and he doesn't improve. Silver gets it though. We can see the McLaren in the background killing itself.
Yeah,
almost.
it's not over yet though.
Not over yet. Aaron is not improved either.
Not yet, anyway. But I don't think he's gonna stop trying.
I have lost. No, here we go. Yeah. Here, no.
Yeah, so this is the very tricky place to get right when you're trying to go flat out. And he does miss the apexes, unfortunately, so I don't think he's going to be up in his time either.
Yeah, so we'll stay on board with Aaron.
He's trying very hard. Hold on, you might be onto something.
Huh?
Oh, but he cut that completely. That's over. His lap's over.
No chance. He gets away with that. Yeah, he's backed out. So the only other person I think who's worth mentioning here is Costa, who's way down on his time, according to me. Yeah, he backs out of it. There's no one else.
Soft tires. He did that just in case it was going to get kicked out completely of the top 10.
There's no one else on it. Well, hang on a minute. Did Onion make it across? No, he didn't. So that is it. Silver takes the P1, Gary P2, and Onion in P3. That is the grid order for our final race of SLR.
Yeah, rest in peace, Keyboard Magnussen.
Yeah, what happened with the keyboard? Did he not get a... He didn't even set a time? Or has he got a quality ban?
Did he have a penalty?
Not sure. I think I remember seeing someone did have a quality ban for this, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember him getting one though. But hold on.
There we have it. Silver takes P1 in the final race of SLR Tier 2 for this year, this season. And of course that is going to give him and his team a fantastic opportunity to get this Constructors title. You can see the Racing Point P1 and the other Williams P3. Williams actually doing a better job, both in the top 6 in P6 and P3 respectively. And where is that? Oh! I've just noticed. There is no Matthias. So Racing Point have been massively disadvantaged here.
You only noticed now.
I'm old, Bance.
Are you not reading the chat?
I'm trying to. What's this? Yeah, he's got a quality ban. Thank you, Mr. Icewind. Yeah, I'm trying to, Bance.
I appreciate you regardless.
What is it? I am on row with Wimpy. Right. Well, I'm hoping Wimpy and.
Timo says that you're clearly David Croft. Yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah, Keyboard Magnussen, by the way, did definitely have.
Well, it's just a pity I don't get his salary.
Right. We should complain to the admins about that, by the way.
No.
The transaction hasn't come through in 3 months.
I mean, I have been told by one of the admins of SLR that Bance, we are not their favourite.
Are we not? Who?
They consider Tara and Thimo to be the best.
Well, yeah, they are second best. I mean, they're close, but...
Yeah. All I can say is that
why did you hear these pesky rumours?
No, these are not rumours. I heard this from the horse's mouth himself. But I don't know. All I can say is that our streams get the most views. And our streams are the most crack.
The sex appeal makes the difference.
I was gonna plug for Saturday, but no, we'll not do that yet because we haven't finished Thursday yet.
Yeah, well, I hope you're as fast here as well as in the actual race.
Who?
You're already jumping to different days.
But the thing is,
how fast you are. Do the same in the race, please.
But that's the thing, Vance. I'm not racing on Saturday. There's something different happening. No! Migrating host! No!
Yeah, that's
sick.
Codemasters.
It's annoying because I can hear myself back through Kitsune's speakers, and it's really distracting. So, Kitsune, I'm not speaking so loud. I don't have your flipping headphones like blasting you.
Forgot to buy me, so
I didn't forget to buy you anything. You've got a job. Buy them yourself.
Ban me.
Oh, I'll clear off then. Off you go. Get out of my studio. Well, look. We have my greeting host, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, sadly flashing at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, we're gonna restart, guys. Just
There is the lovely voice of Mr. Icewind. We're gonna restart.
Yep. Sorry to hop in.
That's all right. You're very welcome.
All right.
You can hop in our little. No, I'll just stop it. You can hop in anytime you wish. Oh, somebody else is
Change the F1 game. My final message. Goodbye.
What is this?
What a bunch of rascals!
Do you know what?
In here? What is this?
What is this? I'm gonna have to put a lock. We're gonna have to put a lock on this channel that only we can invite people because people.
Oh no, you can forget that. No, not more of you.
What is this, guys?
Yeah, they're all invading us.
There is a professional stream ongoing.
Okay, I feel bad for Thimo.
I'll leave you guys to it, but let's not make this weird show. I just came to say that we're gonna restart because of the.
All right.
Yep.
Right. So, well, in the meantime, I will cut off the starting soon screen while we will work behind the scenes to get this up and running again, guys. So, bear with us. We will be back soon. We're not muted yet. Oh. we should be back up and running again. All being well. Codemasters strikes again.
Oh my god, you know what? I'm
Yes.
just hearing, I don't know if you can hear it too, but for me, like, you know the speakers and on the tracks, what you hear some random talking.
Yes. I
For
can hear
me,
that.
right now, it's really loud for some reason, and it's talking about how the driver lineup is changing for 2018. So they've got F1 2018 like voice lines in here talking
Yes.
about new additions to the 2018 season.
Yes, I can hear that too, and I agree. It's actually quite loud.
Codemasters, very epic.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
now they're talking about the rule changes for 2018.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be Codemasters in Formula One without a migrating host.
This is very fascinating indeed.
Oh, and it's not looking good at the moment.
No, it's not. Did you know that F1 stands for Perfect Formula because it is first class racing?
Oh, sorry, Bance. That groan wasn't. Oh wait, what's going on here? Gonna be another one of those. Gonna be another one of those days.
Did you know that the cockpit can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius on race day?
Did it? Can it, Bance?
Yeah,
Wow.
you do now.
Now I know.
Yeah,
Might as well just hit us with some random facts.
I have
Because,
been.
well, go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Whilst we enjoy these ghosts drive around track.
I need to find some. That's all I got, man. Hold on. I'm definitely not looking these up. Okay, so the F1 Vietnam Grand Prix website has published a top 20 facts.
Have you checked those facts? Have you fact checked them?
Yes, of course. I've brought them through to my manager. What do the engines rev to? 15,000, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Did you know that the engines can't be turned on when they're cold? That's why you always have a guy behind holding something in the exhaust, because
Yes.
after warm it up, it can't start up.
Yeah, he's putting warm air, heating it up, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I go back to work in my machines after winter, they've been sitting vacant for quite a long time, and you just turn the key and it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you give it a little bit of an easy start, which is not recommended, to give it a bit of a boost. Yeah, that's known. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to fill as much as we can here, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you know, another interesting thing, which I actually didn't have to look up, but I find it quite fascinating, is that when the drivers drive, I think it depends on what kind of Grand Prix it is, if it's hot or not. Anyway, but you lose up to like 3 kilos of weight after a race. You know, with all the fluids, like the sweat and all that kind of stuff. So I always thought that was incredible. That's also why they do all those weight bridges and stuff, like the weighing before and after, because they have to have a real control over how much they lost.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but I have just been invited. And is it Mr. Icewind hosting? Hopefully Icewind is hosting, because his connection is very stable.
Indeed.
And it is Mr. Icewind. Excellent. Forgive that noise if you heard that. Did you hear that, Bance?
Yeah, I
You
did.
You did hear it? Okay.
It was beautiful.
That
I
was.
don't apologize.
It wasn't me. It was. That was my dog.
Neighbor dog Eddie.
Right. So I'll activate the screen again. People can see the lobby. Waiting for everyone to load up, basically.
Did you hear that Mr. Rick has bought the F1 game?
Rick?
Yeah?
Are we talking about Rick Rickardson?
Yes. He was there for the 2SRO Season 1 Race 1 race.
Yes.
And he will be making his return.
Well, that is actually quite good news.
It is indeed.
Although, from my memory, he bit thin.
He did like 2 races. And this was 2 years ago, okay?
I can actually remember back to, I think it may have been Silverstone, when he had actually a really, really good race, and he was going to get like 6th finish, and it crashed. Story of Timo's life, really.
Yeah?
I wasn't really going anywhere with that band, so I just thought.
I think the reason the lobby didn't work is actually because I think Codemasters really respects the 3rd time's the charm rule.
Yes, 3rd time lucky. Yep. It's soon going a little bit angry in chat. She says, "Get the game going."
Okay, she said the F word. Can you please ban it from the chat? Moderators.
Well, she didn't actually. Oh, wait, she did say it. Actually, yeah, she did.
She flippin' did as well.
She flippin' did.
Tipsy, it's the last race of the season. I will
Yes.
not each allowed an F-bomb.
I would probably guess no.
Frick.
It's not my fault. That's not my decision. You need to take that to the admins.
Well, the one that hasn't paid us in months.
What do you mean paid us in months? Hasn't paid us at all.
Right. Why are we here?
Right, okay. This is my request to everyone in the lobby. Anyone who's planning to race Tier 2 today, can you please join and ready up? People have lives and like...
everyone is in.
Well, come, we're ready up then. Let's get this show on the road. Go, 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 go. Danny's reminding me the custom grid takes time. He'd be ready to rock now. Vinny needs to pick his car. Vin man. Vinny. Pick the Haas. Mercedes, eh?
Oh, Mr. Astro Boys is in chat. Bah.
Yes.
Who ping? Also, why ping? Play chess. Astro, if we're stuck in another loading screen, you want to join for a match of chess? Maybe we can put that on the stream. Okay, Astro does not want to play chess with me. That is very sad.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you beat him?
I'm sure.
You wouldn't want to play with me.
Would he not?
No.
How come? Okay.
Astro doesn't think that I'm that intelligent. Even though
I
I'm
don't
like
either.
3 times his age. I see everything.
Ooh.
Anyway, formation lap. We are underway at last.
But.
So anyway, after a much of ado about, well, I was going to say a much ado about nothing, but after that whole migrating host Palava. We are back up and running, thankfully. You see the cars swerving left and right there, warming the tires. It's a fantastic angle just to look down the track. Look at all those cars all getting themselves all ready for the do battle over these next 28 laps. And like I said, in case anyone has forgotten or anyone's new here or new to the chat hasn't seen the update, that Williams and Racing Point are going at it today to get that constructors title. Of course, Racing Point heavily disadvantaged today in.
No, they're not. They're both here.
Oh, so he is. Well done, Bans. So a nice recovery. So why was he?
The race has even started.
Actually, so yeah, we're actually gonna get in for a proper battle here. Of course, Matthias is disadvantaged by, not having any lap times in qualifying, so he gets dropped way down P17. But yeah, so the battle is back on then for this constructors title. We have one Racing Point in P1, effectively the best place you want to be, starting at the front. But he's got the Williams drivers of Onion Barge and Verk just right on behind him there in 3rd and 5th. They, of course, will be very eager. Get a little bit higher. Of course, don't write Onion Barge off, the current Tier 2 champion. He may not have posted the fastest quali time, but he has shown in quite a number of races this season that he has remarkable race pace. He can consistently hit those fast lap times, lap after lap. So good racecraft is what he's going to be looking for today. Really just looking for a good finish for the both Williams teams. Obviously want to finish ahead of the Racing Points as the guys are lining up. Finally, we are going to get our race underway. I'm going to get a good camera angle there. We are on board with Gary in the McLaren. The Bants, if you are ready, you know what to do. And we are waiting. There is nothing happening. And the lights out and off they go. And the cars get off the line. And Gary and Silver get off the line very well. But so does the Mercedes in the background. The Ferrari is getting swamped in by the Mercedes. And we see the Red Bull off track as well as the McLaren. So with the Ferrari and the Mercedes are still battling as they go around this long right-hander. No change up at the front. We're going to stay on board with the Ferrari. The Ferrari does get the move done on Onion Barge. On Vinny. So Aaron is mounting this assault. He wants a great recovery after being missing from a few races. And everyone seems to be getting away just nicely on the first lap. A bit of a collection of a gaggle of cars, as we've often heard people refer to them. At this here, they're all going to be racing down to that first P1 or that first tight braking zone. As the Toro Rosso is going for a potential dive up the inside of Wimpy. Wimpy hangs on there as the Crimsonium is having a little bit of a look at the Ferrari there. And we have up ahead, we have Verk as well in the Mercedes hunting down the Mercedes of Vinny. Although Vinny, of course, normally drives for the Haas, so I don't think the Mercedes points will count. Everyone gets away nicely. I don't think there's any collisions so far. Keyboard Magnussen makes a great start, as he normally does do. He makes quite good starts as he's starting on the hard tyre. In fact, we're going to get the tyre strats up as they are. And Thimo, where is Thimo? Thimo is down in P13. And he's looking up ahead, and his nemesis is 3 cars up ahead. Wimpy, Trademark, is up ahead, and he will be looking to, of course, to chop down that lead. Wimpy is on the soft tyre, so Wimpy's on, or Thimo on the medium, so different strategy here. As Vinny up ahead, further up track. Vinny, it looked like his left rear was on fire there for me. Is Vinny, where is he? Yeah, he's closing in on, well, his delta is showing he's a lot closer than he is on track.
You know what? I'm getting roasted right now in chat for not commentating, but you were on such a roll. I just let you have it.
Yeah, well, it's because I was waiting for you to do it.
I'm not allowed to let you speak. I need to interrupt you every time you speak, okay?
Well, that's fine.
Well, so anyway.
Well, you see.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm catching you out there, Bans. You have to remember I'm married, so I can speak really fast. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
so we have Gary and Onion Barge are fighting side by side. So Onion Barge is really trying to keep on. Oh, look how close he is up on this inside. He's going to get this move done. Gary is not going to yield that easily, though, as he goes up the inside of Gary. Oh, a little bit of wheel bang, and Gary is hanging on there, and he forces Onion Barge. Onion Barge's got nowhere else to go.
No, and he's going to go inside there. He loses both of the places there.
Yeah, he loses out to Ferrari and Aaron as well. So Onion went on the offensive and ended up losing to, what, one place? Well, one place effectively, because he started third. But Onion Barge is coming back at him again at the Ferrari here. He's trying to get this move done before the DRS zone. It's usually a safe way of playing it. It's just wait for the DRS zones. But Aaron going defensive here, holding off this. Oh, and he runs a little bit deep again.
Onion goes wide there. Vinny almost tried a cheeky move there.
Forgive me for not looking at any of the battles further back. But this is a really great battle here. We're going to see if there's any moves being done on Onion Barge at the hairpin. Oh, a little bit of a tap on the rear. I don't know whether that was just spectator bug, but that was Onion Barge tapping the rear of the Ferrari. He will get DRS. The DRS flicks open. Aaron going defensive on the inside line. Is he going to do it? He is going to get it done. It is a very difficult place to defend. That DRS zone is so long, and it gives these guys such a great run. But a little bit of a DRS now for Aaron, as he's going to maybe potentially get this move back done. Switches into overtake mode. We can see there the number 4. Onion goes defensive. Oh, Onion! Oh, Aaron! A little bit of a weaving there. I don't think he was sure. Oh, another little tap off Onion Barge. These guys are getting really up close and personal. Further back.
Yeah, they want that third place.
Further back.
Meanwhile, in the back, we do have Thimo, Prinzonium, and Matthias right now battling it out. Matthias on a charge. Behind him as well, Max Spilz. He's up 5 places from the start. He, of course, started at the back. So for sure, Matthias and Max Spilz, both drivers are going to aim to get back to the front. They for sure have the pace to do so. Well, the gap between P11 and P10, it's already 4.4 seconds. But Timo's also made up 2 positions.
Yeah, Crimsonium comes into the pits very early. I wonder whether he have any front wing damage.
He will have, yes. I'm gonna check. And yeah, there is indeed a wing waiting for him.
Yeah, so while he gets his front wing replaced, Aaron has dropped off the back of Onion Barge. I don't think Aaron has got some front wing damage.
Yeah, Onion is very close to Gary though. He's gonna go for an overtake for sure here. Gary not gonna defend it because it's a bit of a push to pass section here. There's not a lot of fighting going on. Onion breaks very late here.
So I think Aaron
must have threat now.
Yeah, he's going to be under threat by this McLaren of Gary, and Gary is not afraid to send it.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't go for it, and he doesn't.
Backside.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do for sure. Onion already has 3 seconds after 4 laps.
3-second time penalty, yeah. So Gary's got a very low battery, so he needs to start charging it. Whereas Onion's got 54% battery, so he's doing a good job of saving that battery up. And Silver is loving this. He's got like almost a 2-second gap up ahead and plenty of battery.
Yeah, he's slapping in this race. So far, at least.
But as it stands, I know it's only 4 laps, but as it stands, the title of Constructors will be going towards Williams. As it stands.
But don't count out Matthias. I'm sure that before this pit stop even happens, he's going to be in the points.
So, Wimpy is just up ahead. Well, let's say just up ahead. 2 seconds up ahead of Thimo. Of course, Wimpy is on the soft tire, so they will be starting, grading out on him, and we will see Thimo starting to close up that gap, and then we might just see part 4 of the Thimo Wimpy battle.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure Thimo's thinking about it already.
These guys are all kind of negating their gaps with each other because they've all got DRS on the guy up ahead. So 5 laps in and everything's still nicely poised here. Everyone's still within touching distance of each other. And speaking of which, Adam is closed up right at the back of Aaron as well. So I do think Aaron has got some sort of issue. I did see him tapping the rear of Onion twice. Although we don't see any visible damage on his car. Yeah, his front wing looks pretty tidy there. I don't know if he is suffering from some other issue.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would have this kind of pace if you had a lot of front wing damage at all, though. For me, also, nothing on it. It is, of course, possible that it's desync, but yeah, I think it should be fine.
It is possible, but as Thimo is trying to close that gap on Wimpy, he is having to defend against Le Français, Monsieur Max Splits in the Renault, and he's going for the move. He's trying to get the move done already. What's that turn 1? He got the move done. That was a fantastic pass.
Who was that, driver?
That was Max Splits.
Oh.
Are you annoyed that I'm
sorry,
saying
this? One day he will say it properly. It's not today.
It's Max Splits.
No.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Spilts.
Spilts!
The disrespect. Anyway.
Monsieur Max
Back to
Spilts.
racing.
Anyway, yes,
So,
back to the racing.
It is definitely in Timo's interest to not attack Max yet.
Ooh, that was a very
I'm sure
late...
he knows that.
That was
Yeah.
a very... I don't know if you noticed, seen anyone else... Let me try that again in English.
That's right.
If anybody saw that, that was a very late switchback by Max there. On the edge of what's acceptable. If so, even that. But that will, of course, make Thimo very cautious. As we've seen, Thimo is kind of vulnerable and susceptible to those kinds of maneuvers of drivers up ahead.
Yeah, Onion and Silva very close to each other.
Chief is in chat is asking for pit strat advice. We do believe George is in the pits, is indeed.
On a P6.
We believe, Chief, that it is indeed a one-stop.
George has gone for the 2-stop, I think.
Yes, he certainly has. He's put on another set of softs. So going for the
it's
2-stop.
mediums now. It's switched from it was softs for a moment. No, I don't know what tires they are.
It's still on the softs, but Onion Barge has closed right up onto the gearbox of this.
Okay, yeah. It's decided to be softs in the end. It flickered around about 10 times, but now it's red.
So Onion takes the lead from Silver, and he seems to have quite a lot of more pace than Silver. So is Silver struggling with something? Was there an issue there?
Keep up Magnussen on hard up tires already. He started on them. Well, didn't start on them. I guess he had a problem on the first lap, and he's going to the end now. So he's going to try and go 28 laps almost. With that set.
In the Ferrari, way off the right, hugging the inside line, almost practically off track. I think that's allowed. I'm not sure to defend that position from Aaron, but from Adam. Oh, Aaron gets a little bit of sideways, struggling for traction. So what started off as quite a promising start for Aaron. I think he might have pushed a little bit too hard. And yeah, he battles back, he backs out of that one and dives into the pits. That releases Adam. Go for another lap on these worn softs. Silver also pits. Trying to go for the undercut on Onion. I don't know if it's possible. The guys of the soft runners are starting to pit or will be pitting next lap. For the mediums. Arson gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Let me see now. Robert Magnussen's running nicely here. P11 on the hards. Locked up the inside left there. It could be a spectator bug. We have up ahead Van Beets, who I believe has just recently got into the commentating as well. And he did send me his first stream. And quite a good job he done, I have to say. He doesn't fight it at all. He's not fighting keyboard magazine at all. And that's the wise thing to do because his tires will be pretty much shot by now. He will be coming in probably this lap, if not the next. Of course, they are working together, teammates.
Yep. At the moment, yeah, the closest battle is Van Beets with his teammate.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a battle bans, to be honest.
It's not really, no. And
But
I've been informed as well that Keyboard actually started the racing hards.
He has. Now, the closest battle here is
Oh
actually...
yeah, well, Keyboard's just made a huge mistake there.
Oh, he has, yeah. I just got that on the back end of the stream.
Positions.
But George is now harassing Van Beets. I think Van Beets will 5-second 10 penalty for Max. Just Max. In the 5-second time penalty for Max in the pits, speeding in the pit lane, as in
Yes.
Van Beets does indeed pull into the pits. Unleashes George to continue with this two-stop strategy.
Yeah, this is going to be important for him now. He's got a lot of clean air. Meanwhile, Silva is overtaking Thimo,
Yep.
so he is one pit stop ahead already of some of the drivers.
Looking down the field, Aaron going for a move on George. Nope, not able to get it done. George, of course, on those fresh softs. He will have a slight advantage for the first couple of laps, although, of course, Aaron does.
Vinny has left the session.
He has. Did he spin?
I'm going to check it out.
Aaron gets the move done on George. George doesn't fight it too much. Was playing the long game, although effectively if you're on a two-stop strategy you want to attack as much as you can. Use every last little bit of life on those tires.
Okay, yeah, so Vinny has been taken out.
Oh, he was hit, somebody crashed into him.
Yeah. But we will not mention any names. That's up to the FIA. The Vinny will recommend you issue a report. And the right people will handle it.
Ah. Well, we are running on board with Burke, who gets the move done on Keyboard Magnuson cleanly. The issues you can have, anyone does have, of course, in the race, we strongly urge to just get the report in, let the FIA deal with it. Timo's going for an overtake on that, look! He goes up down
Thimo
the
on
inside.
an overtake!
He goes down the inside, he almost overcooks it.
Yeah,
Netflix
he has a little bit, and he's
Netflix-
compromising his line. However, Netflix just made a big mistake. And he's letting past Onion.
he's literally
He did
just...
not
yeah.
to let him pass as well. I don't know why he did that. And
Timo lets him
also
pass as
doesn't
well.
fight him,
I mean,
which is a smart thing to do.
well, yes. If there's a guy behind you with superior pace, you know it's a resistance is futile, fair enough, you let him pass. But, I mean, lap 10, poor position, would have held on a little bit more. Timo's really struggling
What,
here.
against Onion?
Well, yeah, why not? Whenever I was in the EGL, I mean, I was racing against...
I mean, that's different.
whenever I was racing against Sergio, I mean, the
Yeah,
guy...
well, yeah, but holding other people up there is beneficial to your entire team. Here it's not, you see.
I don't know, I just want to see Timo race.
I mean, the thing is, he's already completely dropped away from Onion, even though he's on the hard compound. So, yeah, and Timo makes a huge mistake, clearly cracking a bit under the pressure of having that Haas behind him with the number 69.
Yeah, Netflix going to get this done in the DRS, he's just hanging on there. Although
Yeah,
he's got Gary,
waiting for the moment.
the other McLaren, hounding him as well, so
Oh, Luke, that almost went really, really badly. He sure knows you're there now.
Here we go. It's going to be a late move, if anything. Deathlook thinks about it, Oh, Timo runs.
Oh, let's see if
Gary.
someone will hang like a cow. No,
Oh,
no one
Gary.
hangs like a cow. But Netluk gets it done. But Timo does have DRS and also another McLaren to worry about.
Gary does go down the inside of Timo. Timo doesn't fight it too much. Gary.
Not at all, even.
No, not at all. Timo's really struggling. I don't know what it is he's struggling with. He's running. Look at this.
Yeah, he's struggling a lot at
He's
the moment
running
on those,
really deep.
tires.
Yeah. Whether he's just missing his braking zones or what, I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
Gary's looking really racy on these hard tires. Oh, he's going to try and go around the outside on this sector.
Yeah,
That's a bit adventurous.
probably not the way to do it, but
Gary's
you
dip.
know, if you can get it done, then who are we to judge?
Let's look. Pulls out of that one and goes into the pits. Yeah, as Hugo says as well, I'm not actually quite sure these soft to mediums is going to work, is it? Soft to medium? Is it possible? Battle done. Where else is there battle on track? Adam. Oh, Adam is approaching the tight hairpin on right up the back of Burke, and he's going to get the DRS, and he's really close to him. This should be pretty straightforward. Burke goes defensive, very defensive, like really defensive, making it clear I am taking this. I haven't got this corner, but yeah, he's never gonna keep that one with fresh. What's that? Reasonably fresh softs with Adam. And the DRS and battery.
It's done before even the start off the straight. Easy past that.
I missed something was happened there, but Aaron and Gary were swapping places.
Yeah, someone also says in chat that Silva and Onion swap positions again, but I'm pretty sure that's down to the pit stop. They're doing different strategies. We'll have to see how that one pans out.
Yes, Pretorius does make a good point there. We're getting two really fast guys, currently P1 and P2 in the standings. Of course, Onion is the champion. Silver the runner-up.
Yeah.
Two very fast boys running both strategies. One on the one stop and the other on what we think, two stop?
A two stop, yeah.
So this is
It was
anyone.
the same in Mexico actually, but then Silva had his game crash. So hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, so anybody who's got any upcoming races, this will be quite an interesting little bit of strategy to keep an eye on. We do have a few races coming up on Saturday and Sunday. So it's I'm sure people will be keeping a keen eye on how this turns out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Thimo. Is he struggling? Is he just overdriving the car? Is he missing his brake?
Most definitely, yes. It just looks like he doesn't know how to handle the car when the tires are worn.
Yeah.
He's out braking himself a lot. He's taking the corners in a way where the car just doesn't agree with it, mainly because of the wear. So what's happening is he's just falling off like a stone.
Yeah, he's also not using much of his ERS either.
Yeah, no, he's charging it behind George. At least that's his idea. But if
he
he
does
does
it
things
again.
like that...
No, Thimo!
Yeah,
Dick. Thimo
I
looks
don't
really...
think there's a huge amount of point in him doing recovery too much. I think maybe you should just keep the ERS, leave it alone, and focus on making his tires work.
Yeah. Verk is now hunting him down.
Yep. A couple of tenths advantage Timo can get by managing his ERS are not going to be worth it if he keeps missing his corners. So, but I'm sure he knows that that better than anyone else at this point.
Well, Verk is one guy who will not be afraid to send it. So if given the chance. But
Yeah.
he needs to be careful because Adam is right up the back of him as well on these super soft, well, the softs effectively. He's straight forward move.
Yeah,
On
no
Thimo.
defense. And another car coming down is inside as well.
Yeah, Timo really doesn't look in the mood for fighting here today. He's just got no confidence in that car.
It doesn't have the tires.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he just shredded them or what, but he's not competitive right now. But he's determined to make that one-stop work.
Wimpy trying for a move on the keyboard. Magnussen. The move done. I'm not on board with this little section here. If keyboard maybe try something. Sometimes see people trying to dive down that inside line there, and which of course, if you're close enough and you can do it, well, fair enough. But the way to defend that is, of course, take the inside line, hug that inside. Right. Not everybody knows how to take that corner.
Nope.
Mr. Hugo knows what I'm talking about. Larson into the pits.
OceanChief has written "you schmuck" in chat,
Oh,
and I
no,
have
he
to
didn't.
reply, but I'm not allowed to say it.
You're not allowed to say what?
Anyways, so what are we looking at right now with Timo? He's already lost 3 seconds to Adam in front, and Max, what was it?
Billets.
That's tough for you, eh?
Max. So it's pill and then spill. It's
Spills.
Bilts.
Yes, you got it. I'm very proud of you.
Well, why can't I just call him Max?
Well, you can. But it's funny how you say splits, that's all.
It soon says in the chat that she wants us to sing a song for the last race.
We've already done
yeah.
country roads. Can't keep doing country bottles at that corner every single time.
Yeah, he's trying to push way too hard on tires that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
And I'm very sorry to even say it like that because I know he'll watch it back and just be sad and demotivated. I'm very sorry, Timo. I'm sorry. But as Chief says in the chat, just use this as tips for learning more than anything. But yeah, that's also, it's just part of it, man.
Adam, sorry, messed up that first sector there, and he had to run way off track. Potentially gained a little bit of advantage there, catching up to Verk. Potentially. But the DRS.
Matthias is also on the 2-stop. And he's in P9 at the moment. So I'm not sure where he's going to end up towards the end of the race. Because he's not too far away from Max Spilz and Adam. So I don't know where that's going to go for him. But he does have a chance at fighting for the Constructors here today. Of course, Onion and Verk both in very good positions right now. Although the Renault's just made it a pass for Verk.
Yeah, so I'm watching.
Into P5. And as George gets 3-second penalty.
Verk's not giving this up. Verk thinks that there's still an opportunity here. Ooh. So what do you think Thimo will be saying in the car now?
Oh god, many things that we can't say on stream.
I can't slow the car down!
Oh no, I can't say, I can't go! Ah, that's very rude.
We love Thimo.
He knows it's a joke, that's okay. Also, he's a schmuck.
I'm going to be commentating with him on Saturday.
Oh, muss das sein? So ein Bockmist aber auch.
Oh, the Mercedes and the Ferrari were getting a little bit racy there with Wimpy. I believe actually we might have some team radio from the Ferrari.
Oh my god, Timo, what is that? Please pit! For the love of God, please pit! Why are you doing this to yourself? There's no way the one stop is going to be faster for him.
Vance, I think I have some team radio from Thimo.
You do?
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to hear this. Hang on, let me just see. Team radio.
Mein Gott, muss das sein? Ein Bockmistbau!
What was that?
Yep. There you are. I don't know if anybody heard that. Did anyone hear the team radio? Yeah.
No.
It is on the stream.
Is it?
Yes, it was on the stream.
Oh, you didn't press the push to talk button then? I didn't hear you.
No, it's not. No, it's on the stream. There was
but I
team
don't
radio
have-
there.
Ah, god damn it.
I think I might be able to replay it again, Vance. Hang on. Let me try and. Can we have that team radio again, please?
Oh no, I heard it, yeah.
Mein Gott, muss das sein? Ein Bockmistbau!
There it is.
It's the voice of Mr. In that
What's the
McLaren.
song? Why did Pretorius give me a seal of cringe?
He give you a seat of cringe? Where's that?
He gave me a seal of cringe a bit ago, yes.
Maybe whenever we were trying to do Timo.
Oh. I
Yeah.
guess.
You go out, maybe suggest. Maybe he's going for the zero stop. The big brain move.
Yeah, the quick disqualification move.
Let's look right up the back of Wimpy.
Oh,
As
Ban,
his-
save the game so you destroy him when he watches this back.
The game.
Here we go. Let's look. DRS open on Wimpy. He's catching him really quickly and he goes up the inside. Wimpy's not backing out though. He takes a nice wide line. Oh, cuts right in on him. What's going on here, guys? Well, I can't see. Oh, I think Wimpy must have got a little bit of must have run over the curb there because he seemed to have a slow exit.
Good
Oh, yeah.
point there, Mike Hugo. Timo now has a gap of 9 seconds to Max.
Down the order here. Any other battles?
Is Timo going to pit this lap? That's what I want to know.
Let's see. Is Timo going to pit? His car is twitching all over the place. Them tires look.
But he can make it easily now.
He's
Yeah,
coming
he
to
is
pit.
pitting.
He
Thank
is-
God the pain is over.
He is pitting.
The question is Wimpy going to get past him? I think he is. I think Wimpy is going to come out ahead of him.
Well, then we are in for a battle.
Are
So
we?
Wimpy crosses the
There
line.
it is. Yeah, by a long shot as well.
Yeah, that goes to show you that that strategy did not work for Timo.
Yeah, but like, what has he done anyway?
What a
Someone brought up
pumpkin.
a stat that he lost 6 positions in 3 laps.
Timo's only coming out of the pits exit onto the track now.
Yeah, he's very far behind.
Yeah.
Max now in front of him, same lap tires, but Timo of course on the much faster set. Now the question is, can he utilize it to its full potential?
So let me just look up ahead. Silver is into the pits for his second and final pit stop. He will, of course, I would imagine, be sticking on the softs. There you go. On goes the red compound. Off the softs. As it stands, with 8 laps to go, penalties, of course, will have to be applied. But as it stands with the Williams in P1 and P4, the constructor's title is going to the William Garage.
Yep, by the looks of it at the moment. But Silver is going to show us whether or not the two-stop is good enough. He's 1.5 seconds away from P2 on completely new softs. 8 laps to go. So the question is, can he make up almost 12 seconds to the lead driver and overtake him in a lap?
What the good? Those softs usually last up to, well, I would say
8 laps or so is I think the
well, I know
operation window.
I know they'll last that long, but you're really benefiting what the first 5 to 6 laps of total
Yeah, that's
pace.
what the main pace is. Yeah, but you have to keep in mind, it's not Onion on like mediums or something like that. He's on old hards.
Old hards, yeah.
He's done 10 laps on him now. Obviously, it's not hugely old, but like the pace comparison to the fresh softs is huge.
Well, he's on the back of Gary already. He needs to pass Gary quickly, and he's going for it.
Doing it right here.
Yeah, he done it. He is a man.
I mean, he's trying to go somewhere. Doesn't want to get held up any seconds if possible.
A man on a mission.
Yep. Thimo gets a 3-second time penalty.
That's right. Onion does have a 3-second time penalty. I don't think Silver has any.
Keyboard, Dive Bomberino Mies gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, could you check the pens, Bant, to see what's happening?
Of Mr. Silver?
Silver,
and
Gary,
Onion.
and Onion, yeah.
So Mr. Silver has 2 warnings. So he's on the edge. Onion does have a penalty.
Yeah, 3 seconds. Thimo with the fastest lap!
Oh, Thimo, get in there. Incredible, guys, incredible. Wimpy only 3.7 seconds ahead of him, and it's shrinking rapidly.
Oh,
I mean,
we might
this
just
might be the battle of the century. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we might be in for our battle. You seen at the start of the stream, guys. Whenever Thimo
Meanwhile,
had
Silver has made up 2 seconds to Onion in a lap.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do it as long as he doesn't get himself any penalties.
Oh, don't jinx it! Don't jinx it!
Well, I do have
He's gonna have a shot at it, but I would not say for sure that he's gonna get past him. That's a whole different story. I think the pace of the tires should be relatively similar towards the end of the race. Or at least, no one near the kind of difference they have right now. Silver gets the fastest lap by a big margin.
these hard runners.
In Chat to say, mein Gott, muss das sein? So ein Bockmist aber auch. And I fully agree.
I mean, I was gonna tell you what I hear whenever I hear German speaking, but it begins in H and ends in R. All I hear. Oh, does Verk? Oh, sorry, Verk Pits. Hang on a minute, Verk Pits. Matthias gets to jump on him. What is Verk pitting for? Pick. Verk Pits for the softs. So hang about. If Verk cannot get a move done on Matthias, and if Matthias can jump up a few more places, the title might just go towards Racing Point.
Oh, Silver made a bit of a mistake there. He's lost a couple of tenths. But, oh yeah, now he's getting a huge chunk on him there.
We have a couple of battles to watch here, guys. We've got Onion on Silver, Matthias and Verk, and Thimo and Wimpy. Thimo is half a second behind Wimpy.
Yeah, and Silver only 6 seconds behind Onion now. He needs 1 second per lap on his tires right now. And he's in the window for an overtake.
Danny's
Yeah, you
asking.
might have to some Wimpy.
Danny's asking for you to check if you can check if Matthias has any pens.
Yes, right away.
Oh, Thimo runs really deep.
So he's got 2 warnings.
2 warnings on Matthias. Oh, Timo's looking really racy. He knows that we will be watching this. He knows whenever Wimpy's in front of him, we will be watching.
Ooh, and he makes a bit of a mistake there, way too close to the car in front of him.
Yeah, that corner seems to make, he really struggles with that corner on the braking zone.
Yeah, he brakes too late. Just
Far
in
too late.
general.
You want to like start thinking about applying the brakes just as soon as you go around the corner. Get the car straight as possible, and then on the brakes. Oh, he's running very deep into these corners. He needs to watch it. You want to really get front wing damage. Wimpy going defensive. Let's look with the 5-second time penalty. Quickly up ahead. How is Vert
5
getting on?
seconds. I'm pretty sure it is indeed free. I
Was it?
think.
It looked like
Can you
5.
get 5 seconds without pit stops? He didn't pit.
I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Oh, Silva gets the penalty.
So he's gonna have to do it on track.
Yep, he does not have that advantage anymore. However, Onion just needs to get one more warning.
Timo has got DRS on Wimpy. This is it. This should be pretty straightforward. When Timo goes for the overtake on Wimpy. Wimpy's getting well
he
out of
gets
that
the
one.
Free
Don't
overtake
run
there.
too deep though. Don't run too deep. He runs deep again.
Yeah, he overcooked it.
I mean, come on, Timo. You're an experienced young man at racing. Learn from your previous lap. Inferno Koi with a 10-second time penalty and retires from the session. The question is Timo going to bottle up this corner that he keeps just before the bridge? Gonna
Yeah,
run on.
Wimpy not going for an overtake there. He could have tried a Daniel Ricciardo move there, but he chose not to.
Running on board with Timo. You want to start braking about now, Timo. Brake.
Meanwhile, further in front, Silva 2.6 seconds to Onion, 4 laps to go.
Yeah.
The tyre advantage is huge at the moment.
So Timo has the move done on Wimpy so far. Matthias is only half a second up ahead of Verk, and Verk is mounting an assault with those fresh tyres on the softs. Although Matthias, his only saving grace would be if he is within DRS zone of George, and I don't think he is.
Timo needs to
Nope.
keep this together right now as well if he wants to have any chance of getting points. Not look 3 seconds out of him. It is possible, but no mistakes from him now in order to make that happen. He could score points in the last race of the season.
So this is a real heating up battle here because
Yeah, Silva and Onion, I would keep the focus on them now.
well, I'm watching Verk on Matthias as well because he's trying to get this move done on him. This could be, a major factor in the constructors' title. He's
Yeah,
close,
I
but
mean, yeah,
Silver.
for sure.
Silver is in DRS zone.
He is. He is indeed. As it stands now, if Silva gets past Onion, they've won the constructors.
Well, Verk is looking like he will get past Matthias in the DRS
That's
zone.
okay. Even then, they will win the constructors, even if it finishes right ahead of them.
So this is your chance now, Silver. You're on the gearbox. DRS activation zone. Boom! Flick that open, that rear wing. Here we go. Onion is going defensive. He knows what this means. He knows this is the title is all up for grabs. Silver is going. No, he's not. Silver's not going for it. He's backing out. He's maybe going to bank the. Oh, a little bit of a tap on the rear. He maybe doesn't want to give Onion Bars the second DRS zone. That's maybe a big brain moment. He can maybe try and get the DRS zone working for him here.
Oh yeah, he's really trying. He wants to get this pass on right now. Oh, and Onion squeezing a bit too much there. And he does go off track there, but you have to kind of expect that.
So Silver gets the move done now. He needs to capitalize in this little bit of a section to try and break that 1 second DRS zone.
Yeah, at the moment the tires are definitely faster, so if he can keep the pressure just in the back of his mind, not keep it in his focus, then he should be able to break out into the 1 second very quickly, and he has already. He's out of the DRS, and Matthias gets a penalty.
No. I think that penalty needs to be removed. I have that on stream. Verk rear-ended the back of Matthias and he pushed him off the track.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that is one up for investigation.
I'm not, saying what the FA should do, but I think that's a clear case of picking up a penalty when it wasn't even his fault. He could hit from
Yeah,
the
I
rear.
mean, provided he doesn't get another warning, I'm sure they will work with him on what happened there. But yeah, we'll leave that for after the race, hopefully.
It's on the stream anyway, lap 26.
So yeah, there's a definite gap there between Silver and Onion now. The two-stop does reign supreme on this game as it seems.
Question is, has Verk picked up some sort of damage? Because front wing looks okay, but... oh, that looked like a corner cut. Yeah, so Verk's going to try and get this move done on the DRS zone, but of course, Matthias will have the DRS on George as well. And Matthias is actually going to maybe get this move done on George. George is really slow, really struggling for pace. Ah, I see why Verk is hitting people from the rear. So I think that's about the second or third person he's done it to. And the two people he's hit are guys who are running no ABS. And it looks like from his inputs, yeah, definitely. It looks like from his inputs he's got ABS on. And it is something I've said before in the past. You'll usually find that if you're in a race where, you know, assists are used, if you get rear-ended at the back, it's usually by someone with ABS on.
Another bit of news here. It looks at the moment penalty-wise like Thimo does have P10.
Good. Okay.
So you will score a point. And he will finish out of Wimpy 3 unless something horrible happens. However, I think Wimpy 3 trademark already sealed their private championship a couple of races ago.
Yeah.
A dominant showing from him.
Well, as you said, I don't want to jinx it just yet, but if things, you know, go as we expect, Silver is going to get this P1. And
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's in a great position. If he can keep himself out of the penalties now, then yeah, it's looking good for him.
But here goes Verk. He's going to have another go at it. Going to have another go at Matthias. He's even closer. He's catching really fast, and he's going to go for it. Is he? Ooh.
So another update here. In front of Matthias, the next rival, Adam, also has 3 seconds. So these guys are fighting, you know, together right now. In fact, yeah, Verk's still... Okay, so he has 3 warnings, but one of them was a collision warning, I guess. So he doesn't actually have 3 seconds yet. So Verk's ahead of both of them at the moment.
Well, yes, maybe on the track, but like I said, I would expect that to be reported, that what happened there. It's clear as day on the stream. He rear ends the back of him, forces Matthias way off track. He has to then go back on the track, thus gets himself a 3-second time penalty. And that is generally the only reason why we would, or the FA would remove penalties if something like that happens.
Yep.
Lap 26. Anybody wants to see it back? This is the battle I'm running on board with at the moment, because these guys, Matthias, Burke and George, well, no, not even, it's Matthias and Burke.
Yep.
They're catching the back of Adam. These DRS zones are helping Matthias to hold him off, because otherwise Burke would have been passed. The final lap. Now, will Verk maybe try Onion Barge get himself another 3-second time penalty? Verk gonna try.
Oh, is Beamer gonna try and flex on Neth there? He might go for an overtake, you know? And he's got into the free overtake DRS zone. Fortunately, that's the nature of Abu Dhabi.
Oh, what are you doing, Verk? What are you doing? Oh my goodness, that was tight. That was close.
And he gets 3 seconds.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
What the hell?
what is going on here?
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, guys. Okay, Vec lets him back past. No, does he?
Yeah, he does let him pass, but he's trying to hold off the Mercedes. And then he goes off the track. Oh my goodness, that is... What?
Yeah, we will not say nothing on that, but FIA, yeah, you have your work cut out for you there.
Yeah, as Thimo...
Last lap madness is not an excuse.
Thimo gets P10.
Yep, he does.
Well done, Thimo. And B...
Yeah, I don't know what we watched, so, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what even happened then. But it looked like, yeah, just typical case of one last lap madness.
Yeah. I mean, if he had been checking on his details, he would have seen that the guy had a penalty up ahead and didn't need to do that. Which, that penalty probably would have been removed anyway, but by doing so... Well, let's not second guess what the FIA is going to come up with that one, but... that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final race of Tier 2 SLR. And as we see in some lovely donuts by Keyboard Magnuson, Silver finishes in P1 and Matthias in P7, effectively P6. Means that the title for the Constructors' Champion, until it is of course made official, but it is the unofficial, is Racing Point, or Tier 2's Constructors' Champions.
Woo!
Well done, well done. Thoroughly.
Get in there, Lewis.
There you go, guys. There is our winner and Constructors' Champion. Alright. What we're going to do now is we're going to have some interviews. But we'll just, before I do that, I just get the final grid order on the stream. There is the final racing order. Silver P1, Onion in P2, Gary nicely into P3, Aaron P4, P5 is Adam in the Renault, P6 is Burke, P7 is Racing Point Matthias, P8 George in the Mercedes, Max Iltz in the Renault. Thimo does get that final points position in P10. Van Beats jumps a few guys and gets to P11. That's Luke. 12, Wimpy 13. 14, Keyboard 15, Larson 16th, Aussie 17th, Inferno 18th, and Vinny DNFs. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your Tier 2 race.
Onion Boys, you're the champ. Let's go get the Triple Crown.
So, oh my goodness, so I have got quite a lot of notification on start. So I'll check that later on. We're going to do some interviews, Mr. Bance, so I would think we would need to switch back over to the SLR commentator booth so we can get the guys in for the commentating. Or sorry, for the interviews.
Let's go.
Let's bring in the Constructors' Champions, Mr. Silver and Mr. Matthias. Congratulations, men. You have secured the Constructors' World Champion for Tier 2.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It hasn't been made
I couldn't do it without my brother, so congrats to him also.
Well, it hasn't been made official, guys. That is the unofficial, but I mean, we're pretty certain that's the way it is. Your P7, Matthias, well, we don't want to second guess it because we're not the FIA, but
Before the penalty?
for that 3-second time penalty that you got picked up, we saw on stream that we do not think that it was entirely your fault.
Yeah, Verk bumped in the back
Yes.
of me, in the braking zone, so I had to run right, and then yeah, I got a penalty. But yeah, you know, for me it doesn't matter anymore. So, but yeah, it's up to the FIA. So
But
guys
yeah,
do their work.
even though all that happened, you guys still managed to secure the constructors title and silver. That was actually a very interesting race for us watching and the people viewing as well, because there was we were discussing in terms of what was the best strategy. Is it the one stop or the two stop? Because we know the two stop was very viable last season, and the two top runners in Onion, Barge, and Silver were doing split strategies. You did the two stop, and Onion did the one stop, and well, it worked for you. So, did you do some running previously, Silver, to test the strategies?
I saw when I was training earlier this week that I was overheating my tires really quick, so I knew the one stop wasn't out of question. So I tried to put on the mediums early in the race, but then I saw everyone going on the one stop, and Onion was so quick on the hards at the beginning, and I was, oh man, this is Mexico over again. But then I put it on the softs, and I started gaining really quick in sector 3 on Onion. I was thinking 2 seconds each lap. And at the end, I took a penalty, and I thought it's over again. But then I managed to get past Onion, and yeah, was a pretty hectic race, but was a good one.
Have you any questions you'd like to ask, Bance, while I try and get the standings up?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, we were having a look at you for the entire race, and trying to guess who's going to come up where with the pit stops, because you were all, both teams were doing different strategies, and yeah, it does seem that you made good use of the two stop there.
Yeah, I was pretty close at the end. I thought first that I didn't gonna get it, but yeah.
Yeah, no one was sure. Like, also in the chat, people were wondering what would come out on top, because
Yeah,
obviously the tires have changed from last game. But
like in
yeah,
sector 1 and 2, I was the same pace as Onion, but in sector 3, I gained so much. I don't know what he was doing there.
You think it was more down due to driver than the tires, or?
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll leave that there.
Reason I can't get these standings. Oh, I know why.
Why is that?
Oh, forgive me. It's been a while since I did this. Yeah, it was. I was trying to put the picture up as a media file. Shake my head. So yeah, I have the official standings now, and it does indeed confirm what we thought.
Ooh.
Is that it? There we go. There you go, people. So there you go. You have it. Racing Point, 478 points. Williams, 472. So there is the official standings now. Racing Point have secured it. Well done, guys. Again, well done.
Thank you.
Good.
It was a great season. A really great season.
A really tough
I had
season.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really a hard fought season from the yourselves and the Williams.
Yeah, for sure. Onion Barge and Verk were also very quick.
Very
whole
strong,
season
yeah.
long, so yeah, it was very difficult. And at one point, I think after Russia or Japan, I thought, no, we can't win the constructors anymore. But then after Mexico, there was some hope again, and I thought, oh yeah, come on, we can do this. And then USA was good for both of us, and Brazil was also better. So yeah, then we had equal points for the last race, and it was just race and hope we can get it.
Well, it's a great way to finish the season for you guys, getting that the constructors, and all you can do is just come back next season, hopefully, and just try to defend it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it will happen twice. I hope so, but yeah, maybe new drivers, new teams, new drivers, or drivers from this season, but in other teams together. Maybe they are stronger, and yeah, we will see next season. Then I think.
Yeah, well, I keep at it, guys. Keep that practice going, and hopefully you can give us a strong season next season as well. But I will bid you farewell. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us on this interview.
Yeah,
Yeah,
welcome.
Good job, guys. I'll move
Yeah,
you back
bye-bye.
out. And we've got quite a. Oh, Vance just left too. Okay, so I have been left alone then. Only commentating. So there we go. He's
Sorry
back.
about
Yeah, that's all right.
Little miskick.
Had enough of me.
Yep.
So
Just a moment.
everyone in that gentleman's lounge, I am assuming they want an interview. So we shall bring in Monsieur Onion Barge. Mr. Onion Barge.
Hello.
Man, that was a quite an interesting race for us to watch because, as we were saying on the stream with the Silver, we were watching two different strategies, the one stop and the two stop. And you must have thought your one stop could have got you the race win. What do you think happened?
No, about halfway through the race, I realized this isn't gonna work. I knew I didn't realize the hard tires wouldn't get faster. I thought normally the hard tires get faster, but they didn't. I think what screwed me was at the start of the race, I was faster, but I just kept getting caught up behind cars because I managed to pass everyone. But by that time, it was too late. I needed to be in front and build a gap, and then it would have worked. But when Silver pitted, I should have just copied him and done a two-stop, and I would have won. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've still got that title, man, and like I said,
yeah, but you want to win every race.
You can't win them all.
It is what it is.
Sorry,
I
what?
didn't even get to do donuts.
Yes, the only person who managed to get to do the donuts was Keyboard. So he didn't actually cross the line. He purposely stopped to do donuts. So fair play to him.
Okay.
Gives us something to watch. But yeah, man, the constructors' title was not to be for Williams this time. Racing Point got it.
It's a bit annoying. If I won that race, I probably would have got it. But sure, I just wanted to win. I didn't care about the constructors. But it's what it is. GG to them. They were very consistent. They were always going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, together they do make a very strong team.
No offense to Verk, but I was kind of putting most of the weight. No offense.
Shots fired,
No offense.
Verk. Ooh.
I can say what I want. I'm retiring. I can do on Rosberg, just chat rubbish to anyone. So.
Oh yeah.
You can
you
just say
can join us in the commentary booth if you want.
And then you can say, "Oh, his career is over."
The career's over.
Yeah.
Is Silver's career over?
I might pop in, just throw shade.
See that guy? His career's over.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, looking at the results, I think I won half the races I took part in, so that's not a bad record, I suppose.
Yeah, a very strong record, man. Definitely. And if you are here, next season, of course, you will be the favorite to clinch it the second time around.
I won't be here next season, so.
Oh, there you are.
I won't be the favorite. I think.
Well, I think they might be trying to line up some other guys as well, and some really fast reserves. So potentially,
I think Costa's one to watch.
Costa's definitely one to watch. He is really fast.
Another fellow pad driver. Pad driver's on the best, so the pad did a double, hasn't it?
Yeah, Speedy's also got the title in the pad as well, but Speedy's just something else. Like that guy.
Yeah, he's crazy. His one lap pace is insane.
He's amazing, like.
Yeah.
But Onion, thank you very much, man. Sorry for cutting this short. We've got quite a few people.
It's fine.
The stream is lasting longer than we would have wanted because of the whole.
Yeah, that was I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's my internet or anything, but.
Oh no, it's not your fault, man. It's just Codemasters. I've had plenty of rants at Codemasters. And I don't think they're going to change anything now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to buy next year's game because it's just going to be the same crap.
Oh, we all say that every time, don't we?
Yes. No, this time.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
This time.
I'll see you on the launch day, Lobby. Don't worry about it.
That's like at the end of every month or every Friday or something, and you get paid. And you're like, right, let's go. We're going to get wasted. Happy days. And you'll go out and get drunk in the weekend. And then Monday morning comes and everyone strolls back into work, scratching their head. Oh, never again. Never again. You'll be back, Onion.
As a reserve.
The competitive streak, you can't keep it down.
Yeah, I had some good battles today. Unfortunately, it was the wrong day to have battles, but I think I went across the grass a couple of times. Just
Yeah,
trying to.
right.
Here's what it is.
You weren't the only one, man. Don't worry. But again, congratulations on your, of course, your title.
Thank you.
And just thanks for giving us a fantastic season to watch. Watching you battling these guys.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you next season.
Well, we'll see. Maybe not on the track.
On that cliffhanger, we will bid farewell to Mr. Onion, our current champ. Thanks very much, Onion.
Thank you. Thank you.
And does Max Blitz?
Oh, just move it, man.
Does Max speak English?
I'm sure.
Hello, Max.
Oh.
How do you feel about Mr. Damien not knowing how to spell your name?
Hello.
Ah, Monsieur Max, tu ne parles pas anglais.
Oui, oui.
Ah.
No, yeah, I can speak English, but actually the last time I think Luigi won and I wanted to come say, hey, bien joué! Nobody would have understood it.
Je peux comprendre. Tu parles un petit peu français?
I can speak English, don't worry.
Alright, guys, thanks for watching.
Oui, how would you say it? Ma beau-femme est français. J'ai compris.
Yeah.
Anyway, Max, how was your race?
Well, starting P19, just getting called at the last minute, basically. To be honest, I was watching your stream, getting a beer and things like that, and suddenly, hey, you have to come race. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
no, it was a.
Yeah, P19 to P9, I'm pretty happy about myself. I still got a penalty for speeding for 5 kilometers, but rules
Yeah.
are rules.
Any of the races that I have seen you race, Max, you have shown that you do have a lot of pace in Formula One, and you didn't join. You didn't join obviously at the beginning of the season, so hopefully if you do start next season from the very beginning, I think.
Yeah, I would like to, but yeah, it will. I mean, it will all depend on.
Well, that's right. You're still a reserve. That's right. I think. Well, I would like to see. Hopefully, if you can get a position, I would like to see you in a race seat because I think that you could challenge these guys up at the top because you have shown that you do have a lot of pace in your. Yeah.
Well, sorry. Just to say, if you remember, I did race in USA, and I think, yeah, I was pretty happy about this one more than this one. But yeah, I really hope that I can get a regular seat. I don't know if I will, but yeah.
Well, I'm. What are you going to say? What was I going to say there? Yeah, I'm happy just to see a Française on the track. Because I'm often, if you watch some of my streams over the whole season, I would often try to get some French thrown in there, and so it's nice to have a Français on the track.
Well, thanks.
Can I ask what part of France are you from?
I live in the north, almost near Belgium, basically.
Ah, northeast.
Not like Lille, if you know.
Lille, yes, I know Lille. Yeah, I've been around Alsace as well. My lovely wife, she was born in Thionville. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Thionville. Yeah. She, her parents and all moved down to Pierrefitte-du-Var in the Var. But anyway.
Yeah, that's a really nice department, to be honest.
It's trop chaud. I like the north, Max. North is better.
Yeah.
The north. People in the north are friendlier.
Can they actually drive up there?
Yes, I actually think the people in the north of France do drive very well. In the south of France, it's all crazy. It's like beep 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 beep. Well, Paris, of course, it's just they communicate with their horn beep all the time.
What's Morse code to do with it?
What? Hang on, that's ma femme. What's that?
Tractor.
Oh yes, the tractor!
Don't
stop swearing. We're live on.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that is right. We're going a bit off sidetrack here, Max, but I was driving across the north. I was in a wee village called Solge, in the northeast or northwest, sorry, of France, close to Le Mans, and I was heading. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was L'Ombre. It was L'Ombre. We were traveling through L'Ombre, and I was going around the rond-point, or the roundabout, and a tractor just decided that I was invisible, and he drove out in front of me, and I almost had to drive over the middle of the roundabout. Now, Max, you don't know me that much well yet, okay? But I'm a very relaxed guy, okay? I'm very calm, chilled out.
I can
But
hear that with voice.
but let me tell you, to see whenever that tractor drove out in front of me and nearly killed me and my wife in the north of France, I went crazy. I was getting out of my car. I wanted to attack him. Oh my God, it made me so angry. But otherwise, yes, I find the north of France an absolute pleasure. I would like to live there, but life doesn't. Sorry, Max. It's just if I have a Frenchie on the channel, I just talk about France. So instead of the racing.
I'm all okay with that. I mean,
And your English is perfect, by the way.
oh, thank you. It's just, school.
Well, here, if I could learn French in school as good as you've learned your English, I would be fluent. No.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, man, I don't want to make this. It's like 2 hours this stream now, so I just want to get you in and congratulate you on your racing. Hopefully, me personally, I hope that you do get a race seat, because I think you've got the racecraft and you do have the pace for it.
I'm honored of your invitation to the interview for
Oh, Max, anytime I see you there, I will bring you in for an interview.
Maybe not. Maybe not if I crash or something.
Oh, even better, get you in if you crashed. Yes, definitely. Have to get that lovely French accent.
Okay.
But
yeah, maybe more like swearing than actually speaking French.
But that's the thing, Max. See, we can't swear, right, because it's in English, but we can say "ah putain," and no one understands it at all. See that? Merde, ah putain, bouge ton cul, and all that stuff. We can say all those things.
Putain de sa mère.
Yes, brother. Oh, we can't say that.
Bouge enculé.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Just in case the admins are watching, we are saying beautiful words in French. Okay. But yeah, Max, I better end the interview before I get sacked. So thanks for joining us, Max, in the interview screen. I will send you back up to the gentleman lounge.
Thank you.
Merci.
I was about to eat anyway. So.
Ah oui, bon appétit.
Thank you. You too.
Un bon jouet. Bien joué, sorry.
Merci.
All right, Max, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
What a lovely man. I like Max. Sorry, Bands, I just kind of
Even though you can't spell his name.
I completely took over that interview, but I mean, I married a French person. I love the French. The French get a lot of rap. I think they're awesome people, so I have to promote the French, Le Français. Anyway, we're going to bring in Van Beats, and I'll bring in Thimo so we can wrap up this interview. So, in comes Mr. Van, and in comes Mr. Thimo. I brought you both in, both sitting up there patiently, and thought I'd bring you both in because we're over 2 hours now into the stream. We'll get both of your reactions. I'll start with Mr. Van. Mr. Van, how did your race go, my man?
I feel like it went better as I expected. I was really close to getting points again, for like the fourth time this season. I'm really aiming for points, like I'm hoping for the next season coming. I'm going to finally get some consistent points in because I feel like I can do it. And next season, though, I am doing something completely ballsy. I'm taking off all my assists for next season.
Now that's something I can vibe with.
No, that is something we approve of.
Speedy, he convinced me. I was like, I want to get better, and he's like, just take off your assists. And all I have is racing line and ABS, so I feel like it's just going to take me a couple months, and then bang, I'm going to end up hopefully being upper field for tier 2, and then I can maybe move on to tier 1 in the next season after this. So just have to wait and see.
Well, what I can say for that would be racing line depends on how much you depend on the racing line. That might take you a little bit of time to learn to get rid of that, and then of course the ABS as well. If you've never done any ABS running, off before, then it'll feel really alien to you, and you just kind of have to forget everything that you learned about braking in Formula One with whenever you had ABS and completely learn it again. Like I said, I struggled a long time, as Bance knows, and eventually did get it off. But yeah, man, I fully support that. Get that off, and you will get, well, you should improve. But not even that, Van. You have no assists and you finish in the points. I mean, you can feel just even more proud of yourself because it is harder. No assists is, of course, harder, but it is the best way of doing it. So I fully commend you, I fully support you as well in doing that. And I also encourage people to support your streams because I seen your first one. So if anyone wants to watch the streams, make sure you check out Van Beats' streams. He must have fell asleep. I must have bored him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm here.
That's all right,
That's
man.
all right. Yeah, thank you though. Yeah.
Timo? Don't think I didn't hear those two wee jibes at me. Did you see the intro?
Yes, I totally did. I mean, I even commented with I effing hate you guys.
I made that myself.
I know, and you were very proud, and you told me to listen to it.
Yes, I am really proud of myself. I have never ever done that before, and I threw that together in time before the stream. I am well chuffed.
It was pretty cool, and I liked how like you showed some fairly dramatic scenes for like 50%, and then 50% where Timo's cracked under pressure
again.
Yes. It was pretty enjoyable.
But that was brilliant. Yeah, I had to finish like that.
Yeah.
But
that's how most of my races finish.
Enough of that, Timo. We want to ask you what happened.
Tell us what happened.
Nah, no comment.
Well, thanks anyway.
All right, so that finishes up for today. Thank you very. No, I'm joking.
Well, okay. Okay, so my strategy was a lot of bock mist because some person told me, OceanChief, that soft to medium is. I mean, he didn't say easy, but he said you could do it. So I thought let's. Exactly. So that's what I thought afterwards. I tried it. Was fun. At lap 18, I had 70% on my tires, and I seemed to enjoy that. So that's why I stayed out so long. Yes. And I kind of wanted to stretch the stint a little because I was at like 50% or something at lap 12, 13. So I thought, okay, I have to stretch the stint, otherwise the softs are going to die. In the end, the softs took a little more than I thought they could, so that's why I overextended the first stint and lost a lot of time. But in the end, I finished 6 seconds behind Max, and I don't know why he spun or something. He spun on the line. He was 11 seconds ahead of me, and he didn't have more penalties or something, so didn't make a difference. I think. I don't think I lost 11 seconds doing that. So yeah, I was quite happy with the race. It was also enjoyable for the final time this season, but definitely not for the final time in my league racing career, choking behind Wimpy3 trademark. It was quite enjoyable. Like, as soon as I was behind him, I suddenly lost all of the 4 overtaking skill points I gained over the last weeks. I was back to 0. It was pretty cool. But Astro's OP 1-8 wing setup brought me past him in the end, so that was cool. Are you all asleep?
No, I just giving you plenty of room, Timo.
Oh.
Yeah, like you do everyone else you overtake. Did you know?
Did you see? I proudly closed the door I overshot the corner because I didn't.
Yeah, we saw that. We have that on stream.
I didn't factor in. Of course you did. You also had my quali laps on stream because there's nothing more enjoyable than watching me screw everything up. But you know, I didn't factor in the DRS for breaking point. That was pretty intelligent.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't. We had a couple comments about that. Timo, did you know, right? Because Tipsy was here busy fangirling to this to Max Spitz, who's French apparently.
Yeah.
They were swearing in French, so apparently you're allowed to swear in languages that are not English.
No.
Okay, right.
Du bist ein Dreckskind.
Excuse me.
Scheiß Einzelkind, Hustensohn.
So anyway,
Du scheiß Einzelkind.
Große fette Scheiße.
You're a commentator. You're not allowed to curse.
I didn't.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
did.
either.
I mean, German, you just listen to German is vulgar, so.
Okay.
Wow, rude.
Schweineschnitzel, Bettdecken, Schildkröte.
I can do better than that. Hang on, let me see if you can hear this. No,
Wait,
hang on.
I
Alright,
need
is
to...
this gonna play Vettel?
What?
I was waiting for it. I mean, I don't know
played
if
it.
you actually played it.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But not for me, unfortunately.
Is here?
I need to...
Mein Gott, Futtersein! Ein Fuckmistbau!
You can't hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I seem to enjoy that.
Anyway, boys, we probably need to shut up the stream now. I mean, I just want to say we're thankful for the 21 souls that are still here watching this. But it has been a 2-hour-long stream now, over 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So
Danke fürs
yeah.
Zuschauen, ihr Scheißkinder.
Ja, ihr Fotzenkinder, vielen Dank. Oh boy.
OceanChief is großartiger Leak-Host, Dankeschön.
No, he's thinking it's such a Bockmist aber auch that we're allowed to speak in other languages.
Oh. By the way, I know what that means.
Tipsy and the Schmetterling Flügel stream.
No, I haven't finished yet. What happened here, man? Well, we're getting to the end now, okay, right? So that is pretty much it for the, well, not pretty much, it is it for the season. That is 21 races of Tier 2 done. Onion Barge crowned the Drivers' Champion, and of course Racing Point crowned the Constructors' Champion. I just want to thank, first of all, Chief and Wimpy and the EGL guys for, allowing us to do this for them. And of course, we're doing it for free.
Even though we're not getting paid enough.
Yeah, we're doing it for free, like paid
Yeah.
enough at all.
I agree.
I thank all
We should form a commentator workers union.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Thank all
That's
the
Elon Musk.
Thank all the boys who have taken part in all the races, all the reserves, all the people who are current and have been. And hang on, I'm getting tapped. I'm gonna do my final finish here, and I'm getting tapped.
Oh, while you're doing that, I enjoy Pixel writing me pit now FFS pit damn it pit to me when I couldn't read chat. So basically, I pitted. After it, I opened chat. I had to tap out and read that he told me to pit. Thanks, Pixel. Thanks a lot, mate. I appreciate that you take care of my strategy when I can't myself.
Anyway, as I was saying, thank all the drivers for taking part. I want to thank Bance for I would have said putting up with
Being
me.
a good backup singer in country roads.
Well, putting up with me more or less in my rants and just the way I get on, being a good sport, and you, Timo, of course, the harassment that we give you, you know.
Yeah.
I happily take it. I just cry off stream, but it's fine.
Yeah, we mean it with love.
Of course.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, you got that hate in your blood now.
I want to thank also Kitsune, my lovely wife, who does help out occasionally, although she
and my manager.
Well, she didn't make me any tea today. I see Jensen's wanting to thank you in the chat too. I'll thank Jensen, yes, because he did give me a few heads up in terms of the video editing, as well as Danny. Thank you to them. I mean, we could be here all day thanking people, but I mean, at the end of the day, why should I thank anyone? It's successful because of me, so thank you to me, effectively. I did.
What are you again?
I did it all. I'm doing this all. But anyway, thanks to you and everyone. But we're not quite finished just yet. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. I keep thinking today's Friday.
Yes, tomorrow's F2.
No.
Is it?
Yes, we have F2 tomorrow.
Well,
and
okay.
After that, we got SLR Tier 1 on Saturday.
So are you doing this or am I?
And then afterwards, on Sunday, we also got 2 SRL. I think I didn't miss anything.
You just said it too casually. So
tune
in tomorrow for Formula 2.
On Saturday, we got SLR Tier 1! And on Sunday, 2 SRL as well.
But
Thank you very much.
But there's something important, but there's a big thing happening on Saturday.
I can't think of anything.
No, I can't think of anything.
Well, I can. Well, it's a good job I'm here because I can think of it.
No, I literally can't. I have no clue
Well,
what's
I will fill you in, right? Not like that, but it is me and it is me and Timo commentating on Saturday. We are normally
Oh right.
we are
yeah.
normally reserved.
Yeah, no, that's not that great.
We are normally reserved and kept, in cotton wool specifically for the EGL because we're so awesome at doing the EGL. But for a once only, while Tara is off gallivanting around the countryside, I will be filling in.
The swamps.
And Thimo is going to get control of Tier 1. That's something he's always wanted. He's going to have control of Tier 1.
Just like he used to.
Just like he used to.
Without competition taking away his role.
Great. Now I need to show tires. Thanks.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Good. I'm glad to hear you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday we'll have all the boys will be getting together in the 2S.
Can't believe there's still 20 people watching.
And you see, all the boys will be getting together for 2S on Sunday for all of us to get together. All the streamers, all the commentators, all the big names as well. Speedy and Jensen and Icewind and even OceanChief and Bance and I mean I could list everyone. Pretorius and Nick and Hugo and Danny.
Come on, Thimo.
What?
What a rude Fotze, ganz ehrlich.
Right, hang on. This is
Alter, du kannst mir jetzt doch nicht kommen, oder was?
Right.
Alter, er hat damit angefangen.
Halt,
das ist
halt,
eindeutig seine Schuld.
halt.
Junge, was will Tipsy überhaupt?
Halt.
Even OceanChief, Junge, das ist
Halt.
unhöflich.
Ja, ist echt unhöflich.
Halt. Comrades.
Junge.
Comrades, halt. Okay. Right. So with that being said,
I think we should all do it together, it's the last time, all three of us. Okay?
I'm sorry, Kitsune.
what does it normally say, Bounce? But say it quietly.
What do you mean, what is it, what we normally say? Have you forgotten?
I actually have.
Rated extreme.
That's it. Okay. So.
Alright, Timo, are you ready?
With that being said.
Rated extreme!